Brendan Mortensen here at the PNC Digital Desk, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Not the O's day. Here's Tony Mansolino.
Obviously not the way you want to end it there, but how impressed were you with this team's fight there in the ninth, especially, Noda getting here this morning and coming through with a hit like that?
Yeah, just awesome. Really a good series, even though we lost 2 or 3. You come in and play, World Series caliber team, and you lose the first one 1-0. Have a big game right there in the second game, win 1, and then today put yourself in a position to win a third one or a second one in game 3. And the guys throwing the bat's good. A lot of hard hit balls, a lot of loud outs for us today. Balls didn't kind of go our way. Love the fight at the end of the game. Happy for Noda, kind of come off the plane and essentially tie up the game. Still second, a big spot right there. The fellas played really well.
You said prior to the series that you didn't know how you guys were going to handle this new look bullpen. How do you feel like they did in their first weekend?
I think they did great. I mean, for the most part, they threw up zeros the whole weekend. So, MASN home run right there by JT at the end of the game, who's done that a lot in his career, in bigger moments than that right there. So, minus that swing right there, you have to feel really good about how the guys handled themselves.
What was your feeling about Brandon Young today?
I thought I felt like he threw the ball good. I felt like he couldn't put people away. I felt like he kept getting 2 strikes, and then he couldn't put guys away. Ran up the pitch count a little bit, kind of running through that part of the lineup right there. The third time it got a little murky right there in the 5th, and we had Dietrich kind of primed and ready to go, who's been through it, been in Japan, been in Korea, been in the big leagues. 34-year-old man who has been in big spots, and we felt like that was the right guy to kind of get him out of trouble.
Play by Jeremiah in the first. Do you think he lost it in the sun, or is it just a matter of a guy who doesn't have a ton of reps out there?
Yeah, we're asking a lot out of him. I mean, in a way, it's unfair that we're asking him to go play right field and Wrigley Field, with the wind and everything going on. But we're doing it because we need offense. As you can see over the last 2 days, we haven't scored a lot of runs. We're missing a few guys right now. As T.O. starts to feel better, that's going to help once we get Mountcastle back in the lineup, which is, it's not imminent, but it's going to happen here in the next handful of days. You'll get Mountie in there, and the lineup will lengthen out a little bit. And in that scenario right there, you might play more of the defender in right field in a situation like this. But just because of the scenario we're in with the offense, we need to score runs. And I think, today kind of showed that. And unfortunately, I am proud of Jeremiah for bouncing back and making some big plays. Plays the ball off the wall, gets the assist at home plate, makes another play up against the wall in foul territory. Couple tricky balls down there. He did really good. So we're asking a ton out of him, and just it's tough.
That's all here from the PNC Digital Desk, presented by PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865.